What up, everybody? Hello and a very good evening. Welcome back to Crafters TV. My name is Ben Moseby. Thanks for joining us. Oh, it's been an amazing day today, isn't it? It's been a super busy day. We have started a brand new week with a brand new launch, which you have absolutely loved. Before we get on to that, if I haven't yet wished you, let me wish you a very happy Labor Day. And as part of those celebrations online right now, we have got for you a 70% off sale. So check that out. Loads of great deals there for you. That is also alongside the 80% sale that we have as far as our end of summer sale is concerned. Plus, as it is Labor Day, we've done a little special deal on Totally Tiffany products for today. And I think it's today only, up until midnight wherever you are. You can get an extra 20% off Totally Tiffany products with a code. What's the code, I hear you cry? What's the code?
What's the code, Ben?
The code is Labour 2023, and it's US Labour, not UK Labour, as in it's not L-A-B-O-U-R, it's L-A-B-O-R 2023. L-A-B-O-R 2023. That will get you, when you use that code at checkout, 20% off Totally Tiffany goodies. You are welcome. But you're here mainly for the brand new launch. Oh, by the way, and I know we'll come on to it later on, the Crafters Inspiration magazine issue 3 is flying out the door because it works perfectly with this brand new launch. And also, our weekday wonder is fast disappearing as well. Probably, definitely not got enough to last the week. I think we were over a quarter of the stock of that had already gone. But anyway, the Showstopper, Oh Holy Night, you guys have absolutely loved. We will come on to that in just a few moments' time. What I will tell you straight off the bat is, as far as we are aware in between shows, the linen cardstock, wait your turn, the linen cardstock has sold out in the bonus buy bundle, so the only way to get it is in the Showstopper. I will tell you more about that in just a few moments' time, but I need to get on and introduce. I've only been 2 minutes and already is like this.
Just making sure you don't forget.
I don't forget.
Well, that's just Corin that does that.
Oh, I saw that video. I saw that video. Oh, it was so funny. Hello, hello, I am here. I'm here. Yes, he's back. Everyone's favourite Scotsman, certainly my favourite. You may know him as the Hottie Scotty. He is back. Every person's favourite crafty man. It is Craig Laird.
Oh, thank you very much. Thank you very much. I was not expecting that introduction there.
No.
My gosh, I was not. No, I have to say, I'm nice, I'm refreshed, but do you know what I could do with another week off?
What?
Yeah.
What?
Already, I could do, yeah.
You've only been in 5
show.
minutes.
I know, I'm off the rest of the week.
What?
I know. I'm only in this show this week. Not back till next week. I know.
What?
I know, I'm just taking a leaf out of your book.
I'm not the hashtag slacker anymore. I'm not!
Hashtag what?
Slacker.
Okay, I did not think you said that there. I did not think you said that one.
I definitely said that.
Yes, can I just say, I do have a couple of days of work and I just don't have shows, and then I've got another 4 days off. I'm going home to Scotland for a few days, and then I'm going to be back ready, refreshed for the rest of the year on Crafters TV. But joking aside, Ben, boy, I've been watching throughout the day, you know, because I've been WhatsApping you throughout the day, because this is an absolutely gorgeous collection here, the Oh Holy Night. So I thought what we're going to do is, in actual fact, a couple of my demos kind of look a bit like Sarah's. Oh well. But the first few that we're going to be doing when it comes to Monday Makers tonight, because we are going to keep focusing on it. You guys love it. You're wanting to see it. I've got my take. And do you know what I'm going to be using when it comes to my demos, Ben?
Come on. The foil press.
We're going to be using that for the first couple of demos when it comes to Oh Holy Night.
Nice. A few quick hellos, then we'll get on into the collection. Hi to Sally, who's joined us. Grace is on the comments tonight, but Sally Tarman is in from sunny Florida. Valerie Pacini says, hello, Craig and Ben from Glendale, Arizona.
Hello.
Phil Watson says, good evening.
Hello. This was very Mrs. Doubtfire, wasn't it?
Hello, dear. Diane Cadman is in saying, hi and good evening, everyone. Hello.
Hi.
Bethan Lyons says, good evening all. My magazine arrived today, so flicking through with a coffee and ready to watch. So much inspiration coming my way.
There's a good Q&A in that magazine as well.
Is there?
Yeah. Double
I
pay. Yeah, don't know why they've put my living room in there. It's very random. I know I did say my pride and joy is like my couch and my big TV. Why they put the picture of my living room in? Very strange, and it doesn't look like that anymore. Let me just tell you that.
It says, my big TV and big comfy corner couch are my pride and joy at home. Aye. There it is. That's it. Don't get in too close, Nick, because we don't want to, but the living room is, there you go. There's the living room. Mm-hmm. We were surprised, actually, we were talking about this the other day. We were surprised on some of your picks in the bottom bit, which is the Craig's Essential Crafter's Companion products. We were a bit surprised about that. And I was winding everyone up. Where was that? That was last week, I think, with Debbie. What is your favourite part of the job? So again, my favourite part of the job is when I get to work with Ben. He is the greatest presenter I have ever worked with and one of the most consummate professionals ever. I was reading all that. And does he really say that? I was like, no, it doesn't.
I have to say as well, and the elephant in the room for this one, I think they did miss a couple of things on my essential list, because my essential list did include double-sided tape and foam pads. So why they're not along the bottom? So I know a couple of people I've seen on social saying, I thought Craig would have put foam pads in there. I think maybe they just want to take the 5 out of my picks, yes.
So you sent them about 20 different products and they just picked 5?
Well, yeah, it's probably about that, yeah. Yeah.
Anyway, that is available, and we'll talk more about that later on. Ohio representing, says Heather Springer. Represent. I'm going to apologise to Craig right off because I will be voting for the card that I had a part in for card of the day. I'm ready. Basically, Sarah's card that won demo of the show in the last show was the snow globe stamp and die. Okay. And Sarah had created a lovely effect with it using the glossy highlights. And then Heather had said, why don't you sprinkle some glitter in there as well? And Sarah was like, great idea. So she sprinkled it in. And now Heather is claiming part of that card. So she's voting for that one tonight, whatever happens.
So we might get Heather on the board.
Well, she said, can she claim a point of one of the stars? So if Sarah wins, one of the points of the stars will be Heather's point. Yeah. Craig's gone. Dan says, Craig, I want your water bottle.
They were for sale. I don't think they're available anymore, but they were on our website for a while.
Hi, Clarice Trudel. Hi, Zoe Carver. Hi, Mary Pat says, good morning again, everyone. Happy Labour Day. Hi, Trisha Love. Hi, Sarah Ibbotson from Arkansas. And Lillian Kwok says, hi, everyone. Hi, Ben and Craig and crew. I was watching Hobby Maker and Zena was very interested in Craig's double-page spread.
Wish she was, yeah. She'll probably pin it up on her wall.
It's already up on mine.
Closest to the centrefold I'll ever get. The crafty bunny of the year.
The crafty play.
Never mind the play, but I can't believe I actually just said that, sorry. Crafty bunny of the year.
Let us move on. Now, I've got to tell you...
8 minutes in, your first show back, Craig. 8 minutes in.
No wonder they don't let us work together anymore. Right, Showstopper. I've got to be honest with you, a few things have obviously happened during the hour that we've been off in the fact that the linen cardstock, so obviously the bonus buy went in the last show because we had to kind of disable that because we wanted to make sure there was enough to go around as far as the Showstopper is concerned. Looking on the website now, the bonus buy looks like it's totally gone. We can't see the linen cardstock at all. The linen cardstock has disappeared. There's only linen cardstock available now within the Showstopper, and I will tell you that the Showstopper is over 60% of the stock gone. We said all along that it was going to be the linen cardstock that was going to sell it all out alongside the sentiment stamps that you're going to see. So all I can say to you is, if you haven't yet picked up the Showstopper, grab it. It's the only way currently to get the linen cardstock. All the other bits and pieces, the items are available for you individually, but if you want to get the best value for money, this is the way to go and the only way to get the linen cardstock. The majority of you I know have picked this up already today. If you haven't yet got it, do it as a matter of urgency because over 60% of the stock has gone and it will continue to rise as more and more people are jumping in. The paper pad itself, the 12 by 12 is stunning. For me, this is the favourite bit for me. I mean, look at how bright that star is. I said earlier on, it looks like someone's shining a light through the back of the paper. It's so brilliantly done. And again, I just think it shows how our designers this year have come on so much further. I mean, our paper pads were brilliant in the first place, but now, I mean, I think we've really taken things to another level, another plane, another universe. When you look at, you know, scenes like this, that beautiful sort of Bethlehem scene that you've got going on there, so much when it comes to the depth and dimension and the detail as you look further into all of these papers. It is just gorgeous. The colour palette is immense. Here again, you've got that star, you've got that kind of Angel Gabriel picture on there too. Beautiful detailing of colours, and what you'll notice once again is that you've got double-sided sheets here, so everything matches up perfectly for you. Look at that gorgeous sort of nativity scene going on there. You've got the Angel Gabriel again here, you've got the stars in the sky. It is absolutely exquisite, this pad. The colour choices again I think are absolutely amazing, and what you're also going to love about this, I mean, look at that. The silhouette of the three wise men making their way to the manger, the backdrop of Bethlehem there too. Yeah, what you're going to love about this is that the 12 by 12 pad this time around is different to your 6 by 6 pad too. So a lot of people earlier on were chatting about the fact that yes, within the 12 by 12 you have got snippability, but you can save some of these papers. I mean, look at that one. Wow. You can save some of these papers for your bigger projects, for your home decor pieces, for your scrapbooks, but then you can delve right in to your 6 by 6 pad as well, because all of the papers in here along the same sort of theme, but they're different. You'll see whilst in the 12 by 12, a lot of the nativity scenes are sort of done in silhouette. These beautiful full coloured images, but you can see again the colours, the artistry all matches up absolutely perfectly with your 12 by 12. So if you want to kind of manipulate your papers, if you want to snip into them, if you want to create different mats and layers, you can. But I love this. All of the scenes there again, Mary and Joseph, they're all in beautiful colour. You do get some silhouette kind of featured papers going on in there, and again the reverses are a little bit more sort of stripped back, if you like, but you've got plenty of snippability in these too. But a lot of people were commenting on just how beautiful the artistry was in the 6 by 6 pad, that you've got amazing papers straight to go onto your cards for quick easy cards. Those all match up beautifully. Then here it is, the only way to get it now, your linen cardstock. You're going to get all of those different colours. And as you can see, no stone left unturned here. All of the colours that you've got in your linen cardstock match up beautifully with all of the papers that you've got in your 6 by 6 pad and all of the papers that you've got in your 12 by 12 pad. Look, so here we go. Nicola's favourite game. Let's stop on a page. Not so easy to do. Ready? Just tell me when to stop. Right there. So we look there. Look at the colours that you've got there. It is a good sheet, that one. But look, you can see the colours are matching up absolutely perfectly with the designs on your paper. So you're going to get all your 12 by 12, 36 sheets of your 6 by 6. You're then also getting your linen card pad in there too. However, that's not half the story, because you're then going to get all of your hardware. Beautiful edgeables, that all is bright, with the star theme running through it. As we chatted earlier on, I think this is going to be one of those that will work across all of your other kind of you know, Christmas collections, and actually outside of your Christmas collections as well. That would look great on a birthday card or something like that, you know, like You're a Star maybe. You've got sentiments in there too, from your Silent Night to that beautiful Oh Holy Night. Then you've got your stamped sentiments too. These are beautiful, and again, these you'll be able to use with all of those other sort of collections, like the Bethlehem, like the Nativity, like the Angel collection. You've got Silent Night in there. Oh, come let us adore him. Oh, come let us adore him. You've got Oh Holy Night. Oh Holy Night. Stars are brightly shining. It is the night of our dear Saviour's birth.
No, it's okay.
Fall on your knees. We were singing it before the show, and you know the bit at the end when it goes really high. He was singing the high notes over there.
Singing, yeah, maybe not.
Like, oh night, dear.
No, I'm not doing that.
Maybe later. You've got good tidings to you and yours, and also you've got 'tis the season to wish one another love, hope and joy. Glorious sentiments in there. This is the Away in the Manger stamp and die set that won the demo of the show in the previous show with Sarah. Really lovely one to colour in, as she explained, and great. Sarah actually used some of the glossy highlights to create that wonderful sort of snow globe effect with that set. Then you've got your Mary and Joseph and the baby Jesus in that die set. Nice to create those silhouettes. Sarah was again cutting these out in darker cardstock, like your blacks, and like adding a bit of gilding wax to create a really lovely effect. This star is gorgeous, the Star of Wonder. 2 dies there. You've got your backing die, and then of course you've got the detailed die to go in the centre. And that die, by the way, or those dies, I should say, work perfectly with your embossing folder. Now that's a great standalone, great place to start for a card. But then if you want, you can pop that star into the centre because it's sized perfectly to absolutely do that. That works beautifully on its own. That works beautifully on its own. These all work fantastically together. And then the 2 stars of the actual set for me are here. That, and I said it earlier on, I think is one of the best dies that we have done this year.
Do you think so?
I do think that. I can't believe how our team have managed to create something so detailed as that.
It is beautiful, isn't it?
It's
incredible.
Incredible.
You'd actually think it's a stamp.
Huh?
You would actually think it was a stamp.
Agreed. Absolutely agreed. It's Mary, it's Joseph, it's baby Jesus. Paper piecing, if you love your paper piecing, you're going to love that. If you love creating like a stained glass effect onto the back of your acetate, you're going to love that. And similarly, in that sort of form, you're also going to get this second die here. A little bit more abstract, that one, I think. But again, it's Mary and the baby Jesus there. Once again, colour. Once again, think about doing your paper piecing. It's a lovely set. All I can say to you is, you need to be quick if you want to pick this up. Heading towards 70% of the stock gone. It's the only way to get the linen cardstock, so don't delay. If you want to pick and choose individual items, you can, but we're sort of calling last chance saloon to jump in and grab this. It's been such a busy day, and I know we'll come onto it later on as well, but if you are picking this up, obviously you're a £79.20 platinum, $100 if you're in the US. Get the magazine as well, because the magazine is full of inspiration for this. You'll get all the extra dies and embossing folder and stamps in there, plus more papers. And it gets you a little bit closer to that free shipping threshold as well. £11.99 or £15.99 for that magazine. We'll look at it again a little bit later on for you, but do not miss out. Wow, these papers, says Tracy Kukaka. Absolutely brilliant papers, says Laurie. Sue says, good morning from the cool, sunny foothills of Montana. I hope we're all well. And greetings from Germany, says Victoria Knauber. First time I ordered a Showstopper, but I just had to have the whole collection and the bonus buy. Good evening to Lynn, who says hello again, Craig, Ben and team, and all from a lovely Newcastle. Can't wait for Craig's demo, says Crafty Stacey Lou. They are the best. Well, wait no longer, because it is that time where we have a look, and you're going to incorporate your favourite foil press, aren't you?
I am indeed, yeah, very, very simply. And I'm going to kind of cover another aspect that I'll talk you through in a moment. Now, we know Sarah's shown these quite a few times today, but maybe certainly in the UK being 6:20, some of you have maybe been working, so you've not been able to see the shows. You maybe ordered earlier on, but not seen the shows to see the finished samples. So let's have a look at some of these ones. I'll not show them all, I'll just show a few, and then I'll show you the other ones later on, because this design here, when it comes to the Oh Holy Night, as you said, and the intention with this collection here is going to be kind of like an add-on or a bolt-on from things such as your Nativity collection, of course. You know, maybe you want to team it with your Angel collection, but having that gorgeous design there as a way to then do the paper piecing, or to do things such as the stained glass window effect. This is the die we're going to use in a moment, where we use it with the foil press, but incorporating your different card blanks. So whether you want to go small, which you can absolutely do that, and that is the purpose of a couple of my demos tonight, or you want to bring along your template library, number 4, I think it is, yellow, coming in a couple of weeks' time, just saying. Or maybe you want to be using your shaped card base dies. All of these you're going to be able to use. Still be able to do things such as your easel cards, twisted easels, your fold backs, your dioramas. But for me, and you know me, I'm not one for big, elaborate concept cards, so why change the rabbit Why
change the rabbit?
The rabbit?
Why change the rabbit of a lifetime?
Why change that habit of a lifetime? So we're going to keep these ones relatively simple in the layout. But what we are going to do is we're going to cover two different ways. And a question that I see quite often, Ben, is, you know, I love the collections, I love the large collections, but can I make smaller cards? How easy is it to make smaller cards? Well, we're going to cover that. Incidentally, I know there's many of you that make smaller cards. You want to make larger cards, but you're a bit intimidated about going large. You're a bit intimidated about how do you fill the space. So we're going to cover that within these two demos. So what we're going to do is we're going to go in with the comfort and joy. So we're going to go in with this. I've gone in for my papercraft foil, which is the gold shimmer. So let's move that to the side, and notice I'm using the linen cardstock within the collection. You can absolutely foil on linen cardstock.
Oh, nice.
It's gorgeous and it's beautiful. So what I'm just going to do is I've got this already good to go. So we're going to come in. So I know what I'm going to do, because I know James is wanting to focus on there. So I'm just going to come down slightly, there we go, just so that we can see here. And all that I'm going to do is just in with this little, I did have that game with Charlotte a couple of weeks ago on QVC. Do you know? No, it wasn't you. I'll quickly tell you the story. Me and Debbie Fisher were on QVC Extra. You know how I like to put my ink pads along the top of my glass mat to stop them, you know, falling all about and going all about. So I'd done that, but Charlotte brought the camera down. So I brought the glass mat down. And she went further down, and I went further down. Being QVC Extra, tried to be that little bit more professional, you know, instead of having a laugh and a joke, I did have to just kind of direct Charlotte and just say, so we're going to keep an eye on the top of the glass mat just here. So if you've seen that show, you'll know what one I was on about, because it was quite fun. We were laughing afterwards. But yeah, we're just going to have a look at the top of the foil press. The reason being, Ben, something like this, 4 seconds.
Okay.
4 seconds, because it's only the tip of the die that you want to, of course, heat up. So what we're going to do, we're on green, ready to go, and I'm just going to go into 3 seconds. So I'm going to go in with my die onto my platform, going to go in with my carbon plate, and I'm going to press start. I'm going to move that up now, because we don't really need to see that top part. And then that is it. You know, just envision Leanne shouting, I'm ready. Papercraft foil, shiny side facing downwards. Yeah. And then I'm going to go in with my cardstock. Once again, this is the linen, but it could be so many different cardstocks. Slide it out. Yeah. And then this is going to go in with the G2. Yeah. So no extender plate when it comes to the Gemini 2. Goes straight in with your A5 platform.
And just to say as well, because a lot of the time we talk about, don't we, or you certainly do, you know, breathing new life into old dies. This isn't going to ruin these new dies at all,
Not
is it?
At all.
You're fine to be able to do this with your new dies as well.
Absolutely, absolutely. And that's why I do like to then bring in the foil press now and again with older dies or brand new dies, because look at that.
That is brilliant.
Isn't it incredible? And even although it's linen cardstock, Ben, it's not affected it, it's not buckled it, you've not got any little bits that are missing, you've still got that smoothness when it comes to the foil. So as I say that, well, I said beforehand, 4 seconds, I only put it on 3 seconds, and that foiled like an absolute dream. So let's move all that out the way for now, because we're done with that. I do just need to trim this now. So I've got a white layer, and I'll talk you through that size just in a moment. All that I'm going to do, well, I'll tell you now. My white layer, it's 3 3/4 by 4 3/4. So I need to come down to 3 1/2. So I've kind of got that central, because I went on straight when it comes to my foil press. So I'm going to come down, what did I say again, 3 1/2. So 1/2 inch there, 1/2 inch there. That's fine. And then 4 3/4. So I need to come down to 4 1/2. So all that I'm doing, because this isn't a specific size piece of linen cardstock, just big enough to foil with, and then all that I'm just doing is taking off 1/2 inches at a time until I get it to the size that I need. So I need it to be 4 1/2. So trim, and then trim, and then I'm going to do a little bit more. So then that will be now 3 1/2 by 4 1/2. matte and layer that onto a piece of white multi-purpose, and then a very fine black border. And with this demo, I have used a lot of black and white within this demo, but the other ones I've used so many of the elements from the collection.
Yeah.
And this is just to show, this works really well on a small 6x6 card. So if you're wanting to make your 6x6, great. Trim down the 6x6 to 5, I've forgotten now, 5 1/4 by 5 1/4, and a very thin black matte layer. And for this, I am lifting on foam pads, but if you're posting, then of course you can just pop it flat onto your card. Piece of white multi-purpose, which is 5 1/2 by 5 1/2, and I've given myself a really thin black matte layer again. This is all about framing, and there's a purpose to that. And then what I'm going to do is let's go in with my, I'll use my, actually, because we've got a lot of weight to it, I'm going to use my tacky glue. Let's just see if I can get that going. No, it's dried up after not being used for a couple of weeks. So let's go in, add this on. So this is a 6x6 card blank that I've got, Ben. So if you do love to use or make your smaller cards, please don't feel that larger collections are, you know, you're going to do them an injustice by going small. Just make spectacular cards and projects.
Yeah.
But it's very, very easy to extend them to be large. And as I said beforehand, some people, they get a little bit daunted about going big because you don't know quite how to fill the space. And it's really, really easy to do that, which I'll talk you through in a second. So what I'm going to do within this one here, just layering up all these components. This one, what I'm still going to do is I am just going to go on with larger foam pads.
Okay.
So with going in with my foam, I'll tell you what I've got. This is just to the side here. Let's use some of this. This is just some of our A4 sheets. So I'm just going to do a couple of strips onto the back there. Remember, you can cut these, you can die cut these as well. Let's take that off. And then I love the little silhouette dies we get within this collection. I think they work an absolute dream.
Yeah, really cute.
They're really, really lovely. And I know that Sarah was colouring them in, which they look fantastic. I'm going to be using them again, but I keep them in that silhouette feel. So what I'm going to do within this one, I'm going to put it to the left-hand side.
Yeah.
I've already cut these ones out, Ben, because I've cut them out and then I've done a drop shadow. I've done that many a times, and I know that so many of you will know how to do that, although no doubt I'll be covering that again in many more weeks to come. So taking my foam pads off, and there is also a reason as to why I'm putting them on foam pads to create lift. You know, that on its own, let's bring in, before I pop them on, Oh Come Let Us Adore Him. Stamped that one out, and I've done a little matte layer onto black. Now it looks a bit uneven at the top there, and that's fine because you're not going to see it. And what I've been doing recently, and our Nicole Bretherick, she does this a lot in her finished samples, and they look spectacular. They're like little tags.
That's a good idea.
Little tags. Nothing says that they have to be facing you upright. Just a little tag that tucks into the side there. And doesn't that look so beautiful?
Look, yeah.
So
Great
beautiful.
idea.
So what I'm then going to do is let's go in with our silhouettes. So I'm going to go in, let's maybe not go quite as far in. We're going to go in, I'm going to do the left and the right first. We're going to do Mary and Joseph, and then we're going to go in with a little crib into the middle, just here. So there, 6x6 card. We've used the foil press, really lovely, really elegant, and it's a nice card to send. If you want to keep it flat, you can do. But if you do want to make a 8x8 card, let's say, and you're just a little bit intimidated, it's like, right, how do I fill up the rest of that space?
Yeah.
So there's an 8x8 card blank, and that's it, Ben.
What?
That's it. Because pop that into the middle.
Get out of town.
There's your 8x8 card.
I love that idea.
There's your 8x8 card.
Yeah.
So you've gone from 6x6 card or it could be 5x5, and then just coming in with an 8x8 card blank, pattern paper, which is 7¼ by 7¼ The white is 7.5 by 7.5, and a very thin black matte layer. That is how you turn your small card into a large card.
And what's striking about that, and again, in my little simple mind, you always think to yourself, well, if you're doing like your 1/4 inch mats and layers, for example, it always has to be that all the way through. But that's nice because you've obviously got the mats and layers on your smaller card, which are obviously smaller compared to the ones you've got on your bigger card. So you've got the different sizes of mats and layers, which I think gives that a really fantastic sort of depth and dimension. That's so clever.
It does.
It's simple.
And it's lovely. It's a nice way for whatever way that you're looking at it, whether you make larger cards or, maybe you'll make larger cards, but you're wanting to make smaller cards. Well, then there you go. There's nice little ways to incorporate many elements from the collection, but it's a lovely 6x6. But maybe you're on the reverse side, as I said, you make the smaller cards, you want to make them larger, but you're a bit intimidated because you don't know how to fill it. That's all that you need to do. Then you can take it to the next level, Ben. You can go from a small 6x6 card into an 8x8 card. Do you know what that would be lovely? Every single Christmas time.
Oh, yes.
Bring it out as part of a home decor
every
single year. This one is just a little box that I've got somewhere where, if my wages aren't spent on our website, it's in their store. And I've gone in. That one there, it is, because of course in the UK we do a lot of ours in centimetres, whereas I'm very American and inches. So it's a 10x10. So what I've got, this is just a piece of our Centura Pearl, and I've cut it to 10x10. Nothing specific when it comes to that size, just so it's big enough for the back of my box frame. And then all that I'm going to do, just so that you know, that wasn't actually an 8x8 card blank, that was just a piece of white card that I cut to 8x8, just so that I could show you what that's going to look like on an 8x8 card blank. But then if I go in with my tape, now for something like this, I probably would have been better with my all-purpose so that I can get this pretty much bang on, but I'm still just going to go for it. Stick, commit to the stick, and then what I'm going to do, I'm keeping the glass in. Usually I take it out for things like this, but keeping the glass frame in, I always just keep the little
You normally take the glass
stuff
out, did you say?
Usually, if I'm doing something dimensional, I'll actually take the glass out, but I never bin it. I put the glass at the back, so if I ever do want to use it in future, then the glass is there at the back for me to bring out. But for this one, I am using the glass on the front, and then there we go. We've gone from a 6x6 card, and with three mats and layers, we've moved it into an 8x8 card, and then one movement into a box frame. And now that is something that's going to be able to come out year after year after year. You can change the colours, of course. You don't have to use it on the foil press if you don't want to. That could be a simple little layer. But that's how simple it is, and it really, really is simple to go from small to medium to then into a box frame that you can see here.
Well, do you know what? I think a lot of people were thinking to themselves, wow, demo of the day is probably going to be Sarah's card that she made, because everyone's obviously going to be, thinking that, well, vote for Sarah, and also Heather with her little, tip in there, adding the glitter in. But, Craig tonight, pulling out the big guns here. I tell you what, Christy Mahoney says, hello again, Foilman Craig. Foil me some nice projects with this new collection, please. Well, there you go. The foil press already incorporated within that first demo. Neverboard M says, hello, Ben, Craig, team, social and crafty people, watching you from Greece, where we're on holiday at the moment. Nice. Greece is the word, isn't it? BJ Clark says, good morning from Oysterville, Washington. A beautiful day at the beach. Been nice here today. It has been nice here today, isn't it?
It's been roasting today.
Scorchio.
Absolutely roasting, isn't it?
I don't know, I've been in here all day. Unlike some people.
Excuse me, I have been in my craft room since about 9:30 this morning. I know. You know how to hook us all in the team. People think that we just sit at home on prep days, as we call it, and drink tea and watch This Morning and what have you. Well, we do. That's what I do.
That's what
I may
Craig
have thrown
does.
in some Judge Judy as well the day.
Any wrestling today?
No, that's tomorrow because it's Monday Night Raw. Oh, see, yeah, we've got all that. So wait, London. I've not even spoke to you about that in AEW and
AEW.
2023 has certainly been the year for professional wrestling. That's for sure.
Yeah. Glad to see you using the hot foil press, says Caroline. So beautiful, says Sarah Ibbotson. And Gwenda G says, uh-oh, Craig's using the foil press. I think he's going to give Sarah/Heather some real competition for demo of the day. Beautiful, says Mary Pat. BJ Clark says, love watching Craig foil. Alicia says, good afternoon and greetings from Arkansas. In my craft room, streaming from my phone to my new TV. Ooh. How big is your TV? How big is it? Let us know.
Yeah.
That's very fancy pants, that, isn't it? Going like phone and just going boop.
It's so cool, though.
Can you do that with yours?
Yeah.
Boop. There's some apps that don't let you do that, though, isn't there?
So it depends.
Oh.
It depends on, yeah. Like, for instance, Sky TV in
Yeah.
the UK, they don't let you do anything like that, or screen record or anything
No.
like that. No, Sky, there's no. Yeah.
Miserable. Heather Springer says those layers gradually draw your eye, and they do. It's so clever. What a simple tip, but what a great idea there from Craig. Lovely card, very professional, says Laurie. Heather Springer says, love that card, very elegant. Mary Pat, stunning card, Craig. And Greece is the word, says Christine Mahoney. Is the word. Beautiful, Craig, says Mary Beth. Beautiful, says Gretchen Diffie. Love it, Craig, says Sarah. Trisha Love says, love this. And beautiful, Craig. Thank you, as always, says Lynn Morton. Quick look again at everything that you're going to get here. This is so busy. Heading towards... over 70% of the stock now gone. It's the only way to get your linen card stock. That has just monstered out of the door today. Everything else currently you can still get individually. But if you want the linen cardstock, Showstopper is the way to go. All of these beautiful colours that you're going to receive, all hand-picked, so that you can basically get your papers out and get crafting, and you've got all this gorgeous linen cardstock to match and work beautifully with all of the 12x12 designs. That one is still my favourite. I absolutely love that scene right there. And whether you are going for big cards, you know, big scrapbook pages, home decor projects, you're covered off here because you've got your 12x12s, you've got your 6x6 pad, which I'll show you in just a second too. And then you've got that very handy tip as well that you've just seen from Craig there as to how to kind of, you know, cover those bigger cards if you're scared of making things like your 8x8. But look at that scene. I mean, absolutely gorgeous. Hats off again to our team who put these papers together. Pick up these now if you can. Things are disappearing. It's been such a busy day, and I think safe to say everyone has loved this collection so much. It's been so super popular. This is still available individually as well, so if you decide you want to go for the Showstopper, but you know that you're going to need more than one of these paper pads, I mean, look at that scene, for goodness sake, then do make sure that you pick up more of these than you think you might need. The 6x6, as I've said, this time around, it's normally like a shrunken down version of the 12x12, all different. Do you know what? I love the 12x12, but the 6x6, the fact that you've got like the coloured in images of Mary and Joseph and that, I think absolutely beautiful. And again, you look at a lot of these images, straight away you're thinking, you know, perfect card right there. Really quick, easy card making, because our team have sort of done all of the hard work for you with all of the beautiful designs that you've got with those papers. As I've said, all of those, again, you can pop in more into your basket individually. It's just that linen cardstock that's now only available in the Showstopper. That one there is the die that Craig used on his foil press. I think we've got another foil press demo coming up before the end of the show. But look again, if you love to paper piece, if you love to colour, that one. And then I think my favourite die of the year so far. Incredible the detail you've got. You've actually got two dies there as well, so you can cut in, cut out. You've got that beautiful Star of Wonder. That again is a two-piece system, so if you want to layer that up, you can, and it works in conjunction with your embossing folder as well, which is called your Shining Brightly. That just looks gorgeous on its own. And again, if you go back to Sarah's show with me a little bit earlier on, you'll find some really great inspiration with that. There are your characters from the Oh Holy Night, so Mary, Joseph and baby Jesus. You've then got your Away in a Manger, which is that beautiful snow globe stamp and die. Again, go back to the middle show, watch Sarah colouring that in, taking you through all the steps to create a wonderful project with that. Then you've got all these sentiments. These are brilliant again because they will work across a whole host of Christmas collections. Indeed, like things like your Bethlehem, your Nativity, your Angel collection. These are just going to work perfectly. You've got Oh Holy Night, Silent Night, Oh Come Let Us Adore Him, Rejoice Christ is Born, and more. Plus we give you 2 sentiments in die form with that gorgeous Holy Night, that beautiful Silent Night, and then we finish off the collection with a stunning edgeable All Is Bright. That is bang for your buck. Hopefully this is nicely priced for you at £79.20 platinum, $100 if you're shopping in the US. It's the only way to get the linen cardstock, as we said. Everything else you can add more into your basket. If you want to add more of the 12x12, the 6x6, you can currently, but go quickly. Christine says, I love projects like that, Craig. I want more. I want more. And Alicia Gordon says, oh, 50-inch TV. 50-inch TV. Nice. How do we look on the big screen?
You're scary on mine. Yeah, it's like, wow. Yeah, you look like Hulk Hogan.
Well, you're scary on mine, and mine, what's mine? I think mine's 50. You look like...
Yours is what? How big's yours?
I think, now you've got me.
You don't know the size of yours? What?
I think it's either 50 or 55 inches. That's quite big, isn't it?
That's tiny.
Here we go. How big's yours?
80.
80? 80?
Nicola's just saying, how have you got enough wall for it? I do have a large wall, but my stepdad had to just kind of ensure...
Build an extension.
The tension in the walls.
Wow.
That's my pride and joy in the magazine. Did you know that I'm in that magazine?
What magazine?
This month, a new magazine.
Are you?
Yeah, I'm in it. Yeah.
What, you mean the magazine that goes perfectly with the Oh Holy Night collection?
With the additional items, yeah, that you can't get anywhere else, just in the magazine. Absolutely.
Where is Craig? Oh, there he is.
And the reason I'm saying, in case you're why someone's saying their pride and joy is their TV, that's why.
Page 44. He's the go-to guy for the latest releases, but now Craig shares his must-have products, tips on organising your craft space, and what it's like to be a TV craft demonstrator. Plus, he shows you his 80-inch TV. It doesn't actually say that, but you can see it in the picture. You've also got Craig's craft space organisation tips and Craig's essential crafter's companion products. Well, he says I have the most fun job ever. Aww.
When I'm with you as well.
Doesn't say that.
No, I'm saying that now.
Oh, you are? Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
You're the best. We'll look at that.
Nicola as well, when she's not throwing cream in my face.
I saw that video of Nicola throwing cream in your face. Wish it had been me, Nicola. How did it feel? How did it feel? She said it felt amazing.
I have to say though, I think I can safely say this, Nicola. Both myself and Nicola were expecting an email the next morning.
Yeah.
Saying, we love how you like to have fun and what have you. However, but actually, no, our boss did find it very fun. Like on Crafters TV, Jenny, she absolutely loved it.
Go back and watch it on Craig's socials if you haven't yet seen it. Can I just say, we're going to have a break in just a second. I can't believe we're almost 45 minutes into the show. The weekday wonder deal. So you guys will know if you've been watching us recently, we used to have a weekend wonder. This is the weekday wonder deal. And the majority of the weekday wonder deals, these are well-stocked deals. So kind of the plan is that they should go the length of the week. However, this has been flying out of the door. Well over a quarter of the stock had gone earlier. We'll perhaps double check on that for you in a second and just kind of get the updated details on it. But we were basically saying to you that this isn't going to be here on Friday, isn't going to be here on Thursday. If it keeps going the way it's going, it could potentially be gone by later on this evening. The reason why, it's, I think, one of the most amazing products we've ever brought to you, the Ultimate Verse Compendium. If you're someone who gets stuck for words, be stuck no longer, because you've got 134 sentiments in here in stamp form. For £100 or $140 is incredible. For £39.20 or $55.20 today is insane value. In your box here, I'll open it up maybe later on because I know we want to get to a break, but you've got all your envelopes. You're also going to get in here 32 card blanks. You've got 16 paper inserts. You've got 16 vellum inserts, 32 envelope seals, plus you're going to receive your stamps in there as well. The stamps, the 134 of those, come in this gorgeous binder. It looks the absolute biz. And as we open this up, just to again show you, each page is labelled for you so you know exactly where you're going to go if you want to go for birthdays for him, birthdays for her. You've got thank you pages in here. You've got cards if you're looking for with sympathy. Right, I can tell you that stock-wise on this then, we are over a third of the stock gone for the week. Inside the first day. So if it keeps going at this rate, it will be gone by the middle of the week. Yeah, but look at this. You've got all of these fantastic sentiments in here. Big sentiments I always think like for the outside of your card potentially, and then the verses to pop in there as well. So you've got birthday wishes you could pop on the outside, and then you've got lovely little verses to go in there as well. I'll try and read that upside down. Wishing you a wonderful birthday, and may the year ahead bring you every happiness. There you go. Smashed it. Then we go to this page here, which is the birthdays for him. So again, look at that. Stay young at heart. Have the best birthday ever. You've got best wishes on your birthday. And as you can see, you've got all of these different fonts, all of these different messages. This one is thank yous. So again, you've got you brightened my day. Thank you so much. It was so nice of you. You're a blessing to me. You're a blessing to me, Craig.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome. Then you've got...
Didn't expect that.
You are. You've got with sympathy. Again, we don't really want to use that page, but it's nice to have that there for those cards when we do need to make them. Then you've got with love in there again, sending you lots of love, forever yours. All things grow with love, and you are loved. This page here is a whole set on thinking of you. So you make my heart smile. Ah.
That's you to me.
Ah. Don't worry, be happy. Sending you a hug, and you are doing a great job. And then look at all these. You've got even bigger sort of verses which you can pop inside your card. This page here, I'll speed up a bit because I could be here all night doing this. Congratulations. I'm so proud of you. You did it. Over the moon for you. And best of luck in your new adventure. It was. Thank you, Nick. This one is inspirational. I won't read any more of those, but inspirational quotes you've got. And then last but by no means least in this, you have got heartfelt. So everything's kind of labelled and tabbed off for you. So you can keep all of your sentiments nice and organised. Beautiful folder. Loads and loads of stationery in there as well. And everyone's basically been chatting about this, saying, do you know what? I bought this previously, but I might get it again for the value, for all of the consumables, for the fact that you get another pen in there, the fact that you get all your envelopes, the fact that you've got, your binder here as well. It's entirely up to you, but if you've not yet bought this, check out all of the comments which are coming through saying what an absolute steal this is. You're saving £51, $71. Look at that price, and you get double points. Weekday wonder, over a third of the stock is gone, but you're going to have to be quick if you want to pick it up. Double points on that. Final few comments, and we'll go for a quick break. Hello, Ben, says Rhonda. Hello, Craig. Hello, team. We've got Nicola and James in the gallery steering the good ship craft, giving you a whoop whoop. Watching and chatting today from a very hot Oak Park, Chicago, relaxing in my special chair. What's your special chair?
Oh.
I want one of those, whatever it is. It sounds amazing. Roseanne Carbone says, hello from Massachusetts to Craig and Ben, our social media superstar, the awesome team, and all my fellow crafters. So nice to see Ben and Craig together again.
Oh, I have missed you.
I have missed you.
Because we've never even really messaged much either, have we? Because obviously you were away with the family and that, and then I've been pottering about.
Feels like it's been a long time.
It has been.
We need to sort out another mate's date soon.
Yes, we definitely do. Definitely do.
Well, I kind of last time we went to the cinema was Halloween, wasn't it?
Halloween, yeah.
Yeah. There must be some spooky movies coming out.
The
next
new
month.
Nun one's about to come out.
I'll watch that with you. Although I haven't seen the original Nun movie.
Well, I don't think you really need to. I think there's like...
I've seen the movie with the nun in, which isn't the Nun.
No,
which is
Conjuring.
Yes. That's really spooky when it comes out the picture.
Yeah, because it's like the Conjuring 2, then the Nun, and then I think this is the 4th one in the series.
Okay, well, let's go and do that together this Halloween.
Let's do it.
Yeah. because guess what? Halloween is coming.
It is indeed.
And Heather Springer says, my brother has a TV projector and his entire living room wall is his TV. That beats your 80 inches, isn't it? Rosalind Russell says, these compendiums come in handy when you're looking for just the right sentiment. And Cindy says, are there Christmas sentiments in the collection? There aren't Christmas sentiments in this collection, but we did do a Christmas first compendium. I don't know if that's still available. We'll have a little Luke. You've got Christmas sentiments in your Oh Holy Night. Just putting it out there, which is now over 70% of the stock gone. It's the linen card which is going to sell it out. If you want to get the linen card, you need to get the Showstopper. It's the only way to do it. Listen, let's give you opportunity to get your baskets checked out. We're super duper busy. You need to get going. Showstopper is disappearing. Loads of you shopping for the individuals as well. When we come back, more inspiration with the amazing Mr. Craig. But for the meantime, head to the checkouts and we'll see you in about 4 minutes.
We get to know people from places and walks of life that we wouldn't come across in our everyday life if it wasn't for Crafters TV and doing what we do.
I got so many lovely comments from people when I started doing the presenting, and it was just really such a lovely feeling. And it's nice that people keep messaging in. You know, we see the same people, and we know you can build up that kind of relationship with those people. So it's just the fact that people like what we do and they're pleased. And I do love it when people send us photographs of the items they've made.
We talk about customers, but really they go in as a customer, come out as a friend. The support that I get is amazing. The messages I get are amazing.
Me personally, it is personal interaction. I've never had the best of health. I've always been open about that with our viewers at Crafters TV. So many people are in the same situation as me health-wise. Other people have got a completely different health issues. They understand and they relate to what I'm going through, what others are going through. So whether we interact on a crafting basis or whether we interact on a health basis, a personal basis, we're all there to support one another. It is incredible.
The reaction of viewers when they come to meet us is worth all of the early mornings when we have to get up for our early morning shows.
Some of the customers come on as craft ambassadors and things like that, craft along with us, and being able to actually chat with them on air. I love it. I really love that connection with them.
We've had lots of shows where we've done like craft alongs, especially where we've had viewers craft along with us. We had a particular viewer, Joy, who joined us once before, and she literally made me cry on air, and Joe, because the things she said about us, it really was quite humbling that there are people out there that watch us and invite us into their living rooms and really treat us like family.
What makes Crafters TV so special is you guys.
It's really special because the experts are really experts. They're really skilled at what they do, and they want to make sure that the audience also improves on their skills.
Crafters TV is so special because you've got together a really sort of key group of people and people that are very passionate about the products.
Crafters TV is so special because it's a unique community that we have with each other where we can learn and grow and communicate with each other.
Community, the family spirit, the education, everything to do with craft. We are all like-minded people who share a passion.
I love all the inspiration the demonstrators bring and all the knowledge for us out here.
What makes Crafters TV so special? 100% it's the interaction. No other crafting TV channel or show has the same interaction.
I love the community, I love chatting live, I think that's the best part. And it's gone beyond crafting because we've become friends.
It feels to me to be a really, really close relationship with our customers and viewers.
You guys make us feel like we're part of your family.
I've never been on the show before, but one of my friends who I did meet from CCTV encouraged me, and I was on the craft along.
Massive team of people, and I think they've all got their role to play, and it just brings everything together. It allows us to do our job and just love it.
The people, obviously. The people not just here at Crafts Companion, but the viewers that watch us. I mean, everybody. We have this real magical essence about it.
Bye for now. Bye.
It's the Crafters TV 4th anniversary from the 5th till the 11th of September, and here's 4 great reasons why you need to tune in. Number 1, all your favourite shows with all your favourite experts and presenters, plus loads of brand new launches. Number 2, double points for all Club Inspire members. Number 3, chances to win vouchers to spend on the Crafters Companion website. And number 4, a free gift of a Crafters TV crystal pen. So join us from the 5th till the 11th of September for the Crafters TV 4th anniversary. Good guy, that guy. Nice guy. Top guy. Top guy. Who said he isn't? Thank you for all of the lovely comments that have been coming through. Safe to say the Oh Holy Night has been an absolute smash hit today. Getting to that point where I reckon by the end of the show this will be limited stock if it's not gone. If you want to go for the Showstopper, it's all about that linen cardstock, which is going to sell out the Showstopper. You'll be able to pick up the other bits of the collection individually, but if you want everything, if you want all of the consumables and all of the hardware in there, the Showstopper is the way to go. And the great thing is, again, is that you'll pick up all of the inspiration, the 6 demos that Sarah brought to you. You've already had the demo of Craig. I know he's got more lined up as well. And then, of course, and we will thumb through it in just a little while, flick through it, the Crafters Inspiration magazine, that has got so many more items in there as well for you, projects and things that you can be doing. So do make sure that you grab that. Do you want to look at that now, do you? Oh. Well, hopefully Craig's got his next demo lined up, or do you want to pick one from inside the magazine, where there are 134 seasonal ideas to try?
There's a good Q&A in there as well.
What?
There's a good Q&A in there as well.
There's a good Q&A in there, is there?
Yeah.
Is there?
Yeah.
Well, let's have a flick through and see if we can find that good Q&A. When I looked through earlier on, I couldn't find the Q&A. So what we love about this particular magazine, and by the way, it does come in the box because the box brings you loads of other exclusive elements as far as this collection is concerned. But why so many people have bought this today is because all of the inspiration, pretty much all of it, is all about the collection. All right, so you can get more inspiration. It's all there in words and picture form for you. And as we thumb through this, you're thinking, well, this is great. So I've bought the collection. I've got all of the inspiration from Craig and Sarah today. I've got all of the inspiration in the magazine as well. But you might be looking through and going, hang on a minute. There's some bits and pieces in here that I don't recognise. I don't recognise that embossing folder. That's not in the Oh Holy Night collection. Well, that's where you're right, you see, because within the magazine, we're going to give you lots of exclusives, like more papers. These papers, of course, tie in really nicely with the papers that you're going to get in your collection, but you've got toppers that you can snip into here as well. More sentiments, and as you can see, that theme of all of the beautiful colours, the colour palettes and designs that you've got from your 12x12 and 6x6 paper pads are continued within the little mini sort of paper pad that you get within the magazine. As we get to the back, you will see more inspiration from other collections that I'm sure you will recognise. And I'll come on to the other freebies in just a second, but I'm just still searching through for this really good Q&A or something. Apparently somewhere in here is a really good Q&A with some person or other. I don't know quite where that Q&A might be. Oh! Getting to know.
This is why it's been selling so quick.
So it's nothing to do with all the inspiration that people are going to get with the, for the Oh Holy Night collection. It's because you're the almost centerfold.
Yeah.
Not quite. Sort of the...
A bit further on from page 3.
You're 41 pages on from page 3, mate.
Getting there, getting closer.
You're more on the way out than you are on the way in, to be honest with you. Do you know what, though? In all seriousness, normally in a magazine at this point, you'd have all of the rubbish adverts, so at least here you've got a bit about Craig to read, haven't you, instead? That would be nice! I'm saying that normally in a magazine, that's because normally in a magazine they fill up the back few pages, don't they, with rubbish adverts?
That's why they put mine in there. Fill it out. What can we do? I know. Let's have a chat with Craig.
Yeah.
Fill it out.
We've definitely got enough from Craig to fill up 2 pages, but no.
If you'd like to buy my TV, I'll sign it. Take offers for it, you know.
Don't, because you know someone will. You know someone will. But listen,
I had 3 offers for the Halloween is Coming T-shirt that I wore the other week.
Did you actually?
Yeah.
Sideline from Craig. Craig Laird, T-shirts and TVs. But anyway, there's the magazine. It's got all the inspiration. It's got a really good bit about Craig in there. But within the box...
Is there?
Within the box, more stamps. Different to the sentiments that you're going to get in your collection. You're also going to get another die set. 2 dies you're getting there with that beautiful nativity scene. Different to what else you're getting within the collection. And also a stunning embossing folder, once again, different to anything else you've got in the collection. So in my mind, those 3 items really sort of complete your full collection, which is amazing. And for that price on screen, $11.99 or $15.99, there's more than your value. And then you've got your magazine there for more inspiration to take home with you on top of all of the inspiration that you've got from Craig and Sarah today. Now, just before we get onto the final demo, we have obviously had a huge checkout during that last break, and it's just filtering through to me that the Showstopper, don't scream and shout, but it's now
sold out.
Apparently.
Whoa.
We are just going to have a quick look into that, but as it stands currently, it's showing sold out on the website. So what we can still do is give you the Essentials collection. So this is the smaller bundle without the papers. You should still be able to pick up, we'll double check, the 12x12 and 6x6 pad on its own. Oh, the 6x6 is also sold out. I'll stop talking here. The 12x12 is still available currently. And you can get all of the hardware for this price on screen. Shall we get back to Craig Bagel for another demo before everything else sells out?
Yeah, let's do it. Just quickly as well, and don't worry, I'm not going to talk about that Q&A. When it comes to the magazine, you know what's lovely about that? Not only are you going to get, of course, the exclusive elements from that one. I am actually about to be serious here, Nicola. The world is what the world is at the moment, and you know we just try and offer for so many budgets, but we're fully aware you can't go for every collection. Maybe you can't go for Oh Holy Night, but if you go for the magazine, at least you're getting a lovely comprehensive little collection when it comes to Oh Holy Night, the papers, the exclusive elements as well. So although if you can't go for the Oh Holy Night, the magazine's a good one to go for because you're still getting a taster and an exclusive taster as well. Plus you get all the inspiration from this collection and there. So
just to say as well, Craig is on page 44 because Crafty Stacey Lou says, Craig, page 3, I'm running for the mag. He's on 44. He's not page 3. Maybe one day, but not today. He's a long way away. He's page 44. Back to Craig.
And I was trying to be serious, and I wasn't even going to mention that I'm the Q&A in that magazine because I was trying to be serious at that point. But thank you for that one on that page number. Yep. It is noted. Right, let's have a look when it comes to this one. Now, what I'm going to do is let's do again where we do a smaller card, but I'll show you how you can make that into a larger card. This one we're doing a 4x6 card, but we're still going to use the foil press within this one. So what I've got here is I've got my white multi-purpose, and we're going to use the Star of Wonder. So with this one, because both dies cut out, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this decorative die. Now for this one, we're going to go in, and for this, we're going to go for 3 seconds. So I'm going to go, I'm making sure that I've got everything good to go. I'm just trying to pull my cable in just a little bit further. We're going to go in. I don't need to worry about it being central within my cardstock because we're going to come along and cut it out. So 3 seconds countdown. We're going to go in. I'm just using the same shimmer foil as well, and then we're going to pop that over the top. So we're just going to then slide that one out. Once again, it's the Gemini 2, so therefore I don't need the extender plate. If I'm using our original A4 Gemini, then of course you'll need the extender plate. Don't need that for this foil press because it's the optical sensors. So that's just going to go straight in. And then what we're left with is we then take that off, peel that off. Oh, that is too much pressure on that one there. Didn't even need that amount of time. Let's do... now here is the $90 million question, Ben. Have we got foil? I might have to change the colour. I've got foil here, but we don't have any here we go, rose gold. Rose gold will do.
Okay.
Rose gold will do. So let's go in, and I'm going to do that again. So we're going to let that cool down ever so slightly because that is a combination. I'm not even going to say that's overfoiling because that was only 3 seconds. So within that one there, I'm just going to say that must be to do with the pressure. So let's give it a shot again. So let's go taking the actual foil. Now, Nicola's just said a really good thing, and she says, are you still going to keep it on 3 seconds? I'm not actually. I'm actually going to come down just to 2 seconds.
Okay.
We're going to come down, just trying to work the pressure within the time heat as well. So let's come down onto 3 seconds. That's back to a normal temperature. So what I'm then going to do is we're just going to come along, we're just going to then pop that on. What I'm also going to do is keep the carbon plate off.
So yes, then that's just going to heat, doesn't it?
It does, yeah. So shiny side facing down, cardstock once again, and then we're going to go in with a carbon plate. We're going to come along, and then we're going to run that one through. So we're going to give that one a shot once again. White multi-purpose cardstock, heat foil, and then we're going to then bring this one out of the back. And let's see what we're like this time here. So if we take that one off, there we go, much better, much better. I have no idea what happened on that one there. But you've got all that intricate detail that's beautifully foiled. Now you can keep it like that if you want to, but what I'm going to do is if I bring in that additional dye. So if we bring this one, we're just going to overset that, and then I'm going to come along with my tape. So I'm just using stencil tape. I'm trying to use up my washi tape and my stencil tape. And a good way to use that up is when it comes along is taking...
Nicola asked, is stencil tape just masking tape?
In some ways, yes. It's slightly different because your stencil tape is a little bit less sticky than your masking tape. So it's just ever so slight. It's not a big deal, but just ever so slightly, a little bit less tackier. But for this, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in, and because that's a simple die, I'm going to take out my magnetic shim because I think that's going to cut no problem without that extra pressure. Always remember, think about what Debbie Robinson talks you back about the different plate configurations and how you don't always need the magnetic shim. Because look at that one. That one's die cut like a dream.
Yeah.
That's without the magnetic shim. So if you do that quite often, that is then going to give you even more longevity within your plates because you're taking away that extra pressure that's not needed. So that's that one, beautifully foiled. And then what we've also now got, not that I'm going to keep this, but we've got a stencil that we can be using. What I'm then going to do, piece of the linen cardstock from this collection. And I'm also going to go in with a little bit of satin gold from my own stash. So we're going to use that outer die when it comes to the gold card. And then the linen card, we're going to be using that same die again. Now remember, that's also got a cutting edge. So that means that's going to release out of my card. And that's going to go in. Now, even although that's got decorative detail, I'm still going to chance it, Ben, without the magnetic shim, because if it doesn't cut, I just need to put it through again.
Okay.
But with the magnetic shim. But seeing that I've got the 2 dies on there, we're just going to go through it without the magnetic shim. If it works, which it will do within the foil card, like there, no problem whatsoever. And that's our satin gold. And with that one there, I think, although the outer edge is cut just, but we've got a little bit of deboss in there. So what I'm going to do, slot that back in. We're just going to go in once again. And that's a prime example where your really intricate dies more than likely are going to need that full plate configuration, whereas something that is quite simple in shape, you can take out that magnetic shim and it's going to cut perfectly. So if we take that one out, what we can then do is just pop that out, because this is something I've never done before, and it was when I was playing this morning, and I've thought, why have I never thought of this before, Ben? And that is a foil drop shadow.
Oh, that's a really good idea.
So instead of going straight over the top, because you won't see the foiled element, pull it down ever so slightly, and we're going to have a foiled drop shadow.
That's such a great idea. And like you said, how has no one ever thought of that before?
Yeah, and it's something I've never thought of. You know, and I use our creator card dies quite a lot when it comes to the foil press. I use our collections that have stamping dies, and I'll use the die to foil with, then I'll stamp into the middle. I never thought about doing a drop shadow when it comes to the foil press.
Yeah.
And it is subtle, and it is one of those that you really need to see it up close, which of course the recipient will be doing when it comes to a handmade card. But I'm following what I usually do and just pull that down ever so slightly to the bottom right-hand corner. But what I have then got is a lovely, delicate, foiled drop shadow right into that backdrop. I'm not sure if we can quite catch it. We can see it just on the outer edge there, but you've got that foiled drop shadow right there into the middle, and it just elevates it that ever so slightly,
Very pretty.
a little bit more. And then what we are also going to do, talking about drop shadows, we're going to give that one a drop shadow onto the satin gold. So that one, we can just hover, and then I'm just going to pull down. I'm just going to then secure that, because I've got a foam pad on the back, because I want extra height within this one. So we've got, essentially, we've got like a double drop shadow. We've got the satin gold, and then we've got the rose gold. And in actual fact, the rose gold still works really, really well with that one. So let's move that to the side. We're going to assemble this card, but what I'm going to do within this one is, if you've been watching throughout the day, you'll know that our 2D embossing folder complements this star because it sits nicely within the middle. Now, I want that to be the focal point, not this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do it onto our pattern paper. So I've just taken a piece of our pattern paper and I've cut it to 3.5 by 5.5. And I do want it to be as symmetrical as I can possibly get it. So I'm just eyeballing the left and the right and the top and the bottom, and I'm quite happy with that. So for this, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in base plate, top plate, but 9 times out of 10, what I like to do is I like to add in my magnetic shim. That's just going to give that 2D emboss that little bit extra oomph. Although you've still got incredible emboss from a 2D folder, it's just going to then pop through the design ever so slightly. What it'll also do with the pattern paper, which is what I'm wanting it to do, it's going to crack some of the embossed layers, Ben. So you're going to get that faux white work when it comes to the design. So if I bring in instantly, can you see that kind of like faux white work all the way around?
Absolutely, that's great.
It's just the layers have started to split. So I'm wanting it like that. So for this one, what we're going to do is I'm going to go in with my tape runner, a very fine gold matten layer. And if you watch me in previous shows, you'll know my mats and layers. If I want a really fine one, what I still do, Ben, is I cut it 1/4 inch bigger like usual, and then I'll trim, I'll take off slithers at a time, just to ensure that we then get a really fine layer. Done the same with this red tone of our linen card, which can then go into here.
Yeah.
So that's going to go nicely into there. And then this one, it's then going to go onto a 4x6 card blank. So if I bring this one in, pop that in, my 4x6, it's a top fold card as well. So it opens from the top, press that in, and then what we're going to do within this one is let's just pop this one on flat. I'll use my tacky glue for this one because I've got it flowing. That can then sit nicely into the middle just here. And then what I've also done, using a single hole punch that I've got, it's not a crocodile, but it's something like that within the industry.
Yeah.
And I've just punched out little holes from my white multi-purpose. And what I'm doing is I'm just doing a couple of dots of glue. And the strip of cardstock that I've punched these out, I've actually brought in because I know that you'll appreciate this. And in actual fact, Jamie and Nicola might both appreciate this. It reminds me of the little toy guns, cap guns, that I had when I was younger. And used to shoot them, and then that little red plastic that come out at the end.
My goodness me, that's taken me back about, I don't know, 35 years.
And yeah, used to smell, it was like the, whatever it was that made it go bang, the little cap gun.
It'd be like gunpowder.
Yeah, is it like
type
that?
Of thing, but yeah.
You know, and you know, I know
it used to be so popular. Like people just
they used to be, yeah.
The caps people would just drop on the floor, and you used to hear them going off all over the place.
All the time, yeah, all the time. And I know I do want to say as well, you know, just reminiscing on this one here. I know, of course, guns and that, it's a horrible subject. So we're just reminiscing on that sort of thing. But yeah, I thought I need to bring that in because you'll probably as well remember that from when you were little too.
Yeah, certainly.
So that's why I brought it.
All right, Nicola.
In.
She's just gone, and in the 1800s. That's in the 1800s, she said. Back in the days when it was black and white.
Back in the day.
What decade were you born in, Nicola? Oh, never. 90s.
In the 90s.
You were 80s, weren't you, Craig?
I was 1985.
85.
85, yep, I was.
I wasn't 65, Nicola. I was 1979.
Oh.
It was a very good year. Wasn't that the year that the first? No, no, I think it was 78, wasn't it? I was thinking the year the first Halloween movie came out.
1978.
78.
78.
Yeah. Oh, James, I don't want to know. All right, so we've got our new Air Vision mixer. James on his first full day today as a member of staff with us. Let's ask James, which year were you born in? Oh, no.
I can always remember, oh, that was 2002, isn't it? Anne-Marie's song.
James was born in 2001, when I was... I'm feeling 22. That's what I was. 22 in that year.
22. 85. Oh, what was that?
17.
17. Oh my gosh, I was approaching 18. That's scary. That's so scary.
How can you be born in 2001? I mean, I know how you can, but like that is just bonkers.
It is bonkers.
How can I be so old?
So old.
How can I be the only one on the team tonight who's born in the... How can I be the oldest person on the team tonight?
But you still, you look young. You do.
Thank you.
So youthful.
Thank you. Thank you. Makeup's a great thing, isn't it?
Do you know something? I've not had any on for like a week and a half.
No?
No.
You're not got any on tonight?
Sorry?
You're not got any on tonight?
Yeah, of course I do.
I was going to say, otherwise, yeah, you look amazing. Have you had some work done over there?
Oh, you should have seen me the other night. I done, although I was taking a little break, I had like itchy creative fingers. So I did do a little video and I popped it on my Crafters Companion YouTube channel. But you got me as I was. I had my big fuchsia comfy trackies on. My face was just red because I didn't have any cream or anything on. That's how you got me. So yeah, definitely do not look like this, Ben. Not at all. Not at all. Definitely won't find me on page 3 when I look like that, that's for sure.
That's when he won't make the magazine.
No. So what I've done within this one, and it's something that I do quite a lot, and if you've never caught me doing this, at the moment, although it's going to be a Christmas card, I maybe don't necessarily know who I'm going to give this to. So therefore, I don't know what insert I want to put in. So I still do a really simple insert, white multi-purpose, a little bit of linen cardstock. That's me ready to stamp or pop my sentiment in whenever I want. So that's good to go. And then I've gone and I've stamped out already the Oh Holy Night. Now I don't want to do any different mats and layers. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come along and I'm just going to go in with my black ink pad. So I'm using my Noir alcohol proof because that's what I stamped with. So I still want that edge. So all that I'm doing is I'm just running it around, and then we can see just here what it does is it just takes it up and it lifts it up that little notch without any paper or card mats and layers.
And you could do that as well, because I was thinking, you know, you were talking about doing like your thin mats and layers with like the gold cards that you use there. You could take like your metallic ink pads and do the same, couldn't you?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely, yeah. You know, again, another thing is the way the world is posted all across the globe. Postage is just horrendous at the moment. So I know it's very easy for me to come along and say, add this layer, add that layer, etc., etc. But you can absolutely keep it flat, and you can help. You can help yourself by doing full mats and layers with any of your ink pads. Just that's clearly been in the studio, hot studio for a while, so it's not coming off. So I'm going to take another couple here. But then what I always say as well is when it comes to the cards, Ben, so when it comes to cards for family and friends that I'm making cards for, the reason I still put lots of height and dimension on my cards is I never post a card on its own. So if I make a really special card, I either pop the card in a parcel with a gift, or I hand deliver it. That's the two ways that I then give a really special card. So that's why I put lots of heights on mine, because it's not going to cost me a lot to post, because I either put it in a gift, because the way I think of it, if they're getting a special card, they're going to get a gift as well. So I put the card in the gift, or I just hand deliver it. So there is a 4x6 card. So you've got that really nice 4x6 card that we've used the Laird, the embossing folder, we've used the stamps, we've included the foil press. So there's a nice way to use this collection within a small card. But once again, what I've already done, here's another one, Ben, but instead of it being onto a card blank, I've just done this was actually on a card blank, and I've just chopped the top off. So there's 4x6, but say you want to go larger, let's bring in A5 card. That then goes into here, which then goes on into there. Now, it just so happens I've left myself a big white border because that's what I wanted, but you could do your mats and layers right up to the very edge if you want to. So all that you need to do, coordinate pattern paper, which of course our whole collection coordinates. That's then going to go into there, just so that you know the pattern paper was 4 3/4 by 6 3/4. Very fine gold matte layer. And then I went onto that same red linen cardstock. That can then go into there. So for that one, what I am also going to do, Ben, is I am just going to lift that with some of my foam.
Oh, that needs to go back, I think, on Sarah's special table out there.
What does?
That foam on a roll.
Does it? Why?
Because we borrowed that earlier on, and she's got a special table out there. And they said not to move stuff from Sarah's special table, and I moved it for Sarah earlier on. Right. Yeah, that is the same roll. Are you going to use it again?
No. Do you want it?
Yeah.
Oh, can we do it? The bosses won't be watching, will they? Right, how quick can you be, James?
Are you going to make that across the studio?
Right, after 3. Yeah. 1, 2, 3.
Ready?
Right.
Ready? 1, 2, 3. Oh! Nearly ended up in the rigging. I'll go and pick that up. I'll go and get that and put it back where it belongs. Stop throwing stuff around the studio, Craig. God, it's so unprofessional.
So let's just peel these ones off the back here. And then that can go into here, like so. So we've gone 4x6 into a 5x7, and it just so happens it's a top fold. And let's finish that off again with an insert. I don't know who I'm going to be giving this one to come Christmas time, or come late November, early December. So therefore, little Matt and Laird, you can gut the centre out there if you want to. So and do you know what? Let's do that, because I know Sarah showed you gutting.
Yeah.
Right. Can I really call the boss out on something?
What's that? I don't know if she's watching. Well, you do it. Don't bother me.
Please don't use a swivel craft knife.
In all fairness, in her defence, that I think she used that because it was the only one there, or
No,
maybe
it's
not.
not. There's one right just there. There's a normal craft knife just there. Right there.
Don't use the wibbly wobbly knife.
Don't.
That's why gutting ended up being sort of, well, wibbly wobbly.
So what I would say is either exactly as Sarah had says, use another die to die cut inside, so then you're going to cut down on the waste. The Mats and Laird dies, they're a really good one as well. Or what I love to do is I love to use my V-blade paper trimmer. So what I always do, I always pick the same line bend. So I always come to the one, well, it's 1.5 inches, but it's because I'm looking at it the other way around.
Yeah.
So I just come into that line here, and then all that I do, remember, don't cut right to the top, because otherwise you're just going to
say as well, there
cut it
must
off.
be, I would suppose there's people out there who've got nesting dies they could use to do this as well,
Yeah,
right?
the Mats and Laird dies, they're a really good one.
Yeah,
really, really good one. And even, and this is just personal preference as well, I wouldn't even use my straight craft knife and ruler for these ones here. I just think that the V-blade paper trimmer or the Mat and Laird dies are a perfect one, because that's now a perfect rectangle that I've got that I could be using. It's nice, it's crisp, it's clean, and then no one is going to know because we've got our strong 300 GSM cardstock on the back. So we can come in here, add that to the back, pop that into the middle, and then if I bring in my box frame, no, I'm only joking. There we go. So there is now, we've gone in, showing you how you can make a really lovely 4x6 card with a little insert ready to go. The dies, the stamps, the papers, the folders, even with the foil press as well, and the linen card, and then just elevate it that little bit more. A couple Mats and Laird, so we've gone from a 4x6 to an A5 card that you can see there.
That is stunning, sir. I'm loving all of these cards tonight. We will, I'm sure, squeeze in one more demo before the end of the show. And obviously, all the votes to come still. Your vote for demo of the show, your vote for demo of the day. Thank you for all the chat coming through. Loads of love for the star die. Fall Holidays Designs, Jen saying, I'm loving that star die. And there's loads of chat. I didn't ask you to send me your when you were born, because I feel a bit rude now, knowing like when everyone was born. But Christine Mahoney says, I mean, I'm not the oldest person on the show when it comes to viewers as well. I'm the oldest person on the show. Well, actually, I'm not the oldest. I'm not the oldest person still in the building. But we're not talking about that. Christy Mahoney, I was 14 when you were born, Ben. Oh, lol. That's you lolling. By the way, that's not me lolling. That's Christine lolling. Can you imagine? Lol.
Lol.
Roseanne, I was a year out of high school when Ben was born. I feel so old. And Terry Grievan was born in the future.
Oh.
11/9/54. In the year 11/9/54, Terry Grievan was born.
That catches me out because we write the date different to the US.
Well, it's actually a typo. She then, I'm being annoying. She then goes on to say 1954, not 11/9/54. That'd be cool though, wouldn't it, if we did have actually somebody watching from the future?
Yeah, it would
That'd be crazy.
Because I'm trying to think, what's today? The 4th of September. So we would say 04, 09, 23.
Yeah.
Whereas in the States, you'll put 09, 04, 23. Yeah.
It's confuzzling, that, isn't it?
It is.
Mary says, that made me laugh, Ben. Get a ladder. Oh, was that chucking the... Oh, to get the... It fell down from the rigging, thankfully.
No, because if you bring a ladder to me and Ben, there's only one thing that we're going to do.
There's going to be a championship match for the money in the bag. It's going to be Ben the Bruiser versus Craig the...
foil presser.
The foil presser. Check back on our various socials if you haven't seen them for when Craig and I did have a ladder match. Lillian says, Ben, are you older than James and Lily put together? I don't. How old are you? You're 22, James. I think I am the combined age of Lily and James. Thanks a lot, Lillian. Nice one. Should we have a break? I think we need to after that. I might not come back. Listen, I think there are things going on behind the scenes where potentially we're trying to, I can't confirm or deny, but potentially we're trying to get stock in from elsewhere to try and restock a Showstopper. It's not happening currently. I'm just sort of sharing with you what I know. What I can tell you is you can still get the Essentials collection. You can still get the 12 by 12 paper pad on its own. And of course you can get the magazine too. But let's have a bit of a break. When we come back, we'll definitely get another demo in, and we'll also bring you all of those votes, demo of the show, demo of the day. But in the meantime, you go to the checkout and we will be right back. It's the Crafters TV 4th anniversary from the 5th till the 11th of September, and here's 4 great reasons why you need to tune in. Number 1, all your favourite shows with all your favourite experts and presenters, plus loads of brand new launches. Number 2, double points for all Club Inspire members. Number 3, chances to win vouchers to spend on the Crafters Companion website. And number 4, a free gift of a Crafters TV crystal pen. So join us from the 5th till the 11th of September for the Crafters TV 4th anniversary.
Welcome to Crafters TV. With more than 35 hours of live shows each week, it's your home for all things craft. We shine the spotlight on new and innovative crafting products with live tutorials and demonstrations. Join our family of craft experts where fun happens every day.
Are we in trouble or are we all right? Should be coming in. Should be coming.
What did she do?
Exactly how he looks.
This is awesome. This is awesome.
Get creative and craft along. With our amazing deals, your next craft project is just a click away. Tune in live 7 days a week, or you can watch us on catch up at crafterscompanion.com, Facebook, or our YouTube channels. You can chat to us, craft along, and meet new friends by joining our online crafting community.
And I watch you every day, and it's just what really gets you through when you're really at rock bottom.
There's a show for every type of crafter, from first-time dabblers to full-time makers. Crafters TV, create every day.
We get to know people from places and walks of life that we wouldn't come across in our everyday life if it wasn't for Crafters TV and doing what we do.
I got so many lovely comments from people when I started doing the presenting, and it was just really such a lovely feeling. And it's nice that people keep messaging in. You know, we see the same people. We know you can build up that kind of relationship with those people. So it's just the fact that people like what we do and they're pleased. And I do love it when people send us photographs of the items that they've made.
We talk about customers, but really they go in as a customer, come out as a friend. The support that I get is amazing. The messages I get are amazing.
Me personally, it is personal interaction. I've never had the best of health. I've always been open about that with our viewers at Crafters TV. So many people are in the same situation as me health-wise. Other people have got a completely different health issues. They understand and they relate to what I'm going through, what others are going through. So whether we interact on a crafting basis or whether we interact on a health basis, a personal basis, we're all there to support one another. It is incredible.
The reaction of viewers when they come to meet us
is worth all of the early mornings when we have to get up for our early morning shows.
Some of the customers come on as craft ambassadors and things like that, craft along with us, and being able to actually chat with them on air. Love it. I really love that connection with them.
We've had lots of shows where we've done like craft alongs, especially where we've had viewers craft along with us. We had a particular viewer, Joy, who joined us once before, and she literally made me cry on air, and Joe, because the things she said about us, it really was quite humbling that there are people out there that watch us and invite us into their living rooms and really treat us like family.
Welcome back, everybody. This day and indeed show has absolutely flown over. Hopefully you at home have had as much fun as we've had here at Crafters TV, because it's been amazing. Looking ahead to tomorrow, of course, as well, it's our anniversary starts. Crafters TV turns 4. Can you believe it? And we kickstart tomorrow with, well, so I won't say too much. We've got some amazing shows coming up. We may have a sneaky little launch coming tomorrow, and we may have some amazing deals. As you'll imagine, it's a bit of a celebration tomorrow as far as the anniversary is concerned. So you can expect kind of celebratory deals, maybe the odd goodie bag here, there and everywhere. You know it's going to be a big day because Sarah's back in again for Wake Up Call and indeed the middle show as well, whatever that may be. So do make sure that you join us tomorrow. If you can, we would love it if you set your alarm nice and early once again, particularly those of you who are in the US, to see exactly everything we've got up our sleeves as far as that's concerned. But I always think, you know, obviously birthdays on the horizon, that will be coming very soon. But, you know, close to that, the Crafters TV anniversary, always very, very good to be involved in. And yeah, you'll benefit tomorrow. If you get up early, you'll thank me later. Right, we are 25 minutes away from the end of the show. So can we squeeze in one more demo? Just to say, if you do want to pick up elements of the Oh Holy Night collection, let's get the details up for you because we've still got the Essentials collection. So I'll just show you really quickly so you understand what you're going to get within that now. The Essentials collection is just all of your hardware basically, because of course we know that the 6x6 pad has currently gone, that linen cardstock as well gone. So you can still get the Essentials collection. So you're going to get all of these beautiful elements, that lovely edgeable. You've got 2 dies as far as your sentiments are concerned. Beautiful Silent Night. You've got that Oh Holy Night, and again you'll use these across the other Christmas collections that we brought. You think Bethlehem, think the Angel collection, think Nativity. You've then got your stamps in there too, really lovely sentiments that we'll use across all those collections, and then you've got all of these other added elements too. So your stamp and die with the Away in a Manger. You've got the die for the Nativity scene with Mary and Joseph and the baby Jesus. Then you've got that gorgeous embossing folder, different to the one that you get in the magazine, of course, so that's quite nice. If you haven't picked up the magazine as well, that's a great way to get 3 more items to craft with. That is beautiful on its own. Put it in combination with this die, then you're onto a real winner. You've got your matte and layer die and then also that detail die there as well. That looks amazing on its own. That will look amazing on its own. Use those 2 together. Looks absolutely perfect. And then, of course, for me, the 2 absolute winners from this collection, I can't get over how good that die is. It's incredible. And again, if you want to do your paper piecing, brilliant. You know, backing this onto some acetate and creating like a stained glass effect with your alcohol markers, amazing. It's just such a gorgeous die is that. And in sort of similar vein, you've then got this die here too with Mary and Jesus, but that one a little bit more abstract. But again, go back and watch the shows earlier on. I mean, Craig obviously used that one this evening with his foil press. Sarah was colouring, showing you some paper piecing techniques as well. Lots of different things you can do. There's a lot of versatility in that collection for £54.40 or $70.40. And as I say, you can stretch to it as well, add the magazine in because you're going to get all of the inspiration plus more goodies to craft with. Right, we've got under 25 minutes. What can you sneak in for us, Craig?
Rightio, let's crack on. And in actual fact, I'm going to pretty much be using the same set as my last demo. I'm going to use that folder. We're going to use the silhouette and also the Star of Wonder as well. But let's bring in that linen cardstock. Going for that burgundy, 4 3/4 by 6 3/4, and we're going to run this one through. So let's go in and then line it up. So I always like to cut mine just a little bit smaller than the actual folder. Still get the full design, but it's just a little bit smaller than the actual folder. And then we're going to come in with our plate. So base plate, top plate, and I'm going to add in my metal just to add that extra little bit of detail, because for this one what I am going to be doing is I'm going to be coming along and I'm going to be using the gilded waxes. So I'm going to use the gold. So I'm going to use the Empire Gold for this one and bring in that. I mean, it's just glorious. Actually, it reminds me as well, if I bring in that, you'll appreciate this as well. Ben, Adout Nicola and James will, the opening of the original Gladiators.
Oh, yeah.
Do you remember that?
Do you feel the power?
You remember that, yeah.
Yeah.
Just reminds me of that. Instead of the star, it was just a picture of all the gladiators.
Is that coming back? Or I jumped that?
No, it's coming back, yeah.
You went to it?
I went to see one of the episodes being filmed. So that'll be, actually, that must be, it'll probably be about October, the autumn schedule, because I'm so excited. They've just announced 8th of October is when Big Brother starts.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
I'd rather watch paint dry.
Oh, it's my favourite reality show ever.
I'd rather watch the grass grow.
Well, you can watch the grass grow during the winter time.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
And I'll be watching Big Brother.
You know what? I think it's one of those shows. Do they have Big Brother in the US? I guess they must have.
Yeah, it's still running. Yeah, it's shown on.
It was one of those shows where, like, when it initially came out, it was so different. It was so you had to watch it because there'd been nothing like it before. I just think that show's run its course like years ago.
Well, that's why it's not been on for years.
No, but I just think what are they going to do that's any different?
Because ITV has got it.
So?
And they're going to go back to a lot of the basics. And although in saying that, the opposite of yourself, when you get those that say, "Oh no, I'm a lover, I'm not a fighter, I don't like watching them argue and fight." Yeah, bring it on. That's what makes it good TV.
No, but
I love it.
Well, I don't mind that so much. But like the first, I just feel it's a little bit contrived
I know what you mean.
now. It's a little bit forced. It's like The Apprentice. Like I feel like they what?
It's like my top 5 of my favourite reality shows as well. Big Brother, X Factor, and The Apprentice.
Oh no! See, I used to really like The Apprentice. But I feel again that's like so contrived. They try and I don't know. They're trying to sort of force it a bit, I think, and rather than I don't know. I just find it all a bit contrived. And like all the stuff they do on The Apprentice, you just think to yourself, have they really done that, or have the producers kind of gone, oh, just mess up this task just a little bit? So do you know what I mean, or not really?
No, I don't. I do get. Of course, I get where you're coming from. I do know what you mean, because there is even times that I'm like,
Yeah. It's like the X Factor in like Britain's Got Talent now. Is that another one?
So the X Factor.
Like that now. I feel like all the auditions on that. Like when they go they were like someone sings a song, and then Simon Cowell go, oh no, stop. Oh, and they were boo. He's like, I don't like that song. Have you got another song? And then we go, oh yeah, I've got another song lined up. And then they sing that song and they're amazing. And it's like it's a bit forced. I think that's just my opinion. I'm old. I'm grumpy.
No, you're not. Great thing about this world, everyone can have their own opinion.
Yeah,
that is your opinion.
The X Factor's not on anymore, though, is it? That's not on.
No, but they've still got a one year outstanding contract with ITV.
Okay.
So apparently it's going to be next year that we'll do it, because from what you read, whether it's true or not, although I do believe it, ITV are sticking to the wanting that last year.
Yeah.
You know, they're wanting to get their money's worth out of Simon Cowell.
I do love Strictly, and I do love... Who's that behind the mask?
Oh, the Masked Singer,
Masked Singer's good. Because that's just a bit different again, isn't it? You know.
I remember when the first series had come on and I watched the first episode, I was like, oh my gosh, this is really scraping the barrel. And then as the week's gone on and then you're starting to have a look on social media and it's like, is it this person, is it that person?
It's like a guessing game,
It just
isn't
got
it?
so addictive because I'd be watching it, I'd be like, I know that voice.
Yeah.
I know that voice. And I was getting frustrated that I could not think who it is. But then, it is. But going on what you were saying before, I know a lot of the reality shows, you do think, did it happen or not? But it's just a little bit of escapism.
Yeah, I kind of get it. I do kind of get it. I understand it. You know, there's worse things on TV, I suppose. I still love a bit of Ant and Dec. You know, their Saturday night takeaways always good for a laugh.
Yeah.
I mean, that's been going on like 20 years or so now, I think, hasn't it? 20 years, I think.
Oh, because the next series, that's the last year.
What, forever?
Yeah, they've quit.
Have they?
They stopped.
What, quit TV?
Not quitting TV, but Saturday Night Takeaway.
Oh, I thought our chance was there then, Craig, for a second. And Decker quit. Get in there, mate.
No, I'm more this morning.
Are you going to this morning?
No, I think me and you should be on this morning.
Oh, we should, what, like the hosts or?
Yeah, the host. Yeah, the host.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. You could be the host of this morning. But yeah, no, the next series of Ant and Dec Saturday Night Takeaway is the last one that they're ever doing.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
I suppose they do a lot of shows. Oh, that's another one I quite like still. Sorry, I'm a Celebrity. I still find that very watchable.
For me, it depends who's in it.
Yeah.
Depends who's in it. But it's funny, the one that they just done the other month there, you know, in South Africa, it was a special that they done.
I like that one.
I liked it, but do you know what felt really, really weird? There was no Christmas trees or anything like that up.
Oh, yeah.
Because I'm a Celebrity's always on at Christmas, or the lead up to Christmas time. So my tree's decorated, you know, I've always got the Christmas scent. Whereas because this one was pre-recorded and they showed it like in the springtime, just felt really weird not having the Christmas tree in that up.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
It's just what I was used to. Anyway.
Big Brother is class, says Lynn Morton.
Thank you, Lynn.
Nah. Maybe I'll give it a try again. When's it come back on?
8th of October.
On ITV?
ITVX.
Oh, I don't know. What is that?
They're new online.
Oh, so it's not even on TV?
They're showing some on ITV2, but
okay.
the main shows.
All right.
Do you know what I'm really excited about? We've even got the live feedback as well. So you know, at like one in the morning,
so
where you're sitting there, can't sleep, and you're just watching, and they're all sleeping, and then you just hear like birds in an aeroplane and that go past. We've got the live feedback.
Don't they put that on because they're sort of saying stuff they shouldn't be saying?
Usually they do, yeah. Yeah, or they're talking about a conversation or something that they're not allowed to air. So that's why they would always have like bird sounds or planes going past.
Well, there you go. I'll give it a try for you, Craig, and I'll report back.
Thank you.
Terry Anderson says, I agree, Ben. We're back to the Oh Holy Night collection here. She says, I agree. That die of Joseph, Mary and the baby has a lot of emotion in it, although there are no faces. Whoever designed it nailed it. It's a collection that is absolutely, I think, nailed on across the board. It's brilliant. I know I keep saying this, but how on earth we keep bringing out these collections which kind of are better than the last one, I've no idea.
I could honestly say, after the reaction that single die has had, I can see many of us on the team, when it comes to the product development periods where we can put ideas through, I think next year you might find a range of dies, whether it's nativity themed dies, just in that style. Because I know I would love a set, you know, 3 wise men, or Mary and Joseph and Jesus. Maybe it's just going to be, you know, I don't know what else. I would leave that up to the team when it comes to the designs. But yeah, it would be a good one.
Craig, Ben and Gino DeCampo, says Zoe. I would watch that. It would be a riot with so many bloopers and innuendos.
Although I think I would prefer me, you and Gordon Ramsay.
Yeah,
I'm a big Gordon Ramsay fan.
I love Gordon Ramsay. I do one of my favourite shows, and they repeat it quite a lot. I think that, is that on ITV2, is his kitchen nightmares. Is that the one I mean, when he goes into the restaurants and stuff?
E4.
Yeah.
E4 and Channel 4.
So good. When he did like the US version, went out to all these like restaurants in the US, and it's just, again, crazy to some of the things that he came across there.
Because that's coming back as well.
What is?
Ramsay's Kitchen Nightmares in America.
Is it?
Yeah.
How do you know all this stuff?
Yeah. Because I like my TV when I'm prepping. I have a lot of the TV on.
Is Neighbours back on yet?
No, that's in 14 days.
Is it really?
Yeah. Yep.
We're not going to see any of you, are we, in the weeks to come? You've got Neighbours back on, Gladiators is on, Big Brother's on.
Big
Craig
Brother.
will be filling in like loads of holiday forms. Not coming in. Too much on
Craig,
TV.
you're looking awful tired this morning. Yeah, I was up watching the live feed, watching the planes go past.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, dear.
Bake Off, that's the way to start.
Yeah, I like a bit of Bake Off.
Yeah. I like Bake
Is
Off.
Matt Lucas still on that?
No, it's Alison Hammond. She's doing it. She's doing it.
Why is Matt Luke? Is he?
He, for whatever reason, he left last year. So this is her first year doing it.
I have to see how that goes. I did like Matt Lucas on that actually.
See, I like Alison Hammond.
Yeah. I tell you who is funny, and I don't know if they still do it now, but the Junior Bake Off, they have Harry Hill as the host. Oh, you're not a fan? Oh,
I'm not a fan of Harry Hill.
Isn't that funny? So I quite like Harry Hill. I think he's really funny on that. He gets the kids like laughing and mucking around, which I sort of quite appreciate. It
always amazes me that he used to be quite
oh, he was a doctor.
Doctor, yeah.
Yeah.
Educated. That was the word I was trying to think of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He gave up his career as a doctor, didn't he, to go into stand-up comedy?
Yeah, he did, didn't he?
Yeah.
I did watch, you know when he used to do TV Burp?
Say again?
When he done TV Burp.
Oh, TV Burp was good.
I did watch that.
Yeah. I've just seen the Showstopper is back. Guess who's back? Back again. I've been following the comments that have been kind of going back and forth between the various teams, working very hard for you. I don't know how they've done it, don't ask me how, but we've obviously pulled some of the paper pads from elsewhere in the business and managed to put together some Showstoppers. However, I don't think it's a lot. If you think, oh, probably another, I think we're still in double figures. Am I correct in assuming that? I think I am. If you want to get the Showstopper, there it is, and I'll recap on everything that you are going to get after we've seen this demo. But yes, it is back in stock. Jean F says, Craig, this is a very, very lovely card.
Thank you. I've been doing a few of the elements that I've already done within this show, meaning, you know, I've cut out the star and the decorative star. So the white one, the white star is just our white multi-purpose, and then I've used our shedless glitter card, used one of the sentiment, all is calm, all is bright, Christ the Saviour is born. Then when it comes to the embossing folder, just ran that one through, done a little bit of the Empire Gold in the background, really make it stand out. And I know earlier on, Sarah was colouring in the silhouettes, which looks absolutely epic. But when it comes to silhouettes, I do just love keeping silhouettes within that field of being a silhouette. White multi-purpose, little drop shadow with the shedless glitter card as well. And then there is the 5x7 card. Now, once again, that could have been, by trimming some of that excess off from that embossed layer, that could have been a 4x6, maybe use one of the smaller sentiments. But then there we go. We've got our A5 card blank that you've got, and I think maybe it was launch day, Sarah done something along the same lines, but she coloured in her layers as well.
Yeah.
I think she used a different sentiment, and I think she used the gold mirror, not the shedless glitter card. But that's kind of like my take as to what she'd done there.
That is a fabulous card, friend. We'll get you to line up all your mates, and we'll get the vote going in just a second. And then after we've done that, we'll have a quick look, because I know a few of you have been asking about the Monday mega deal. Well, there's 4 of them actually, but the one that Sarah put together, that goodie bag, we will have a look at that. However, Showstopper is back in stock, £79.20. It's $100 if you're shopping in the US and you're platinum. Grab it now whilst you can. I really do think that this will be the last, however we've pulled this together, I don't know. It will be the last of it for you. What a beautiful card, says For Holidays Design. Such a lovely card, says Michelle Harris. And Heather Springer, that is a gorgeous card, Craig.
Thank you.
Christine says, and we'll get the vote, says, Craig, do you do 1/8 of an inch and 1/2 an inch layers, or is that a 1/4 inch and 1/2 inch?
It's always at 1/4 of an inch increments. Yeah. So I'll always do, predominantly it is a 1/4 of an inch. Sometimes if I want a deep layer, I'll do 1/2 an inch. But most of the time it is a 1/4 of an inch. And then if I do want a very fine matting layer, I then just trim away just a couple strips at a time.
All right, whilst we're with you then, should we get the vote coming in? Take us through everything. I think there's loads of strong contenders there, but I've got my eye on one in particular. What have you made then? Come on.
Right, the purpose of these ones, certainly the first 2, were just to show you how you can do a smaller card, then you can expand it. So this is our box frame here. We went with 6x6 into an 8x8, then into our box frame. So that one there, it is number 1. Number 2 here, we've done a 4x6, and then I just showed you how you can then expand that into an A5 card. That's number 2, both of them using the foil press. And then number 3 is using the folder, also the waxes, use the die, the silhouette, the sentiment stamp as well. That's number 3. So 1, 2, or 3. The choice is yours.
Got 2 minutes to get your vote in on that one, so do go swiftly. 1, 2, or 3. Nice card, Craig, says Lindsay Travaskis. Beautiful card, says Laurie Brownwell. And Crafty Chimp says, I would watch Ben, Craig, and Debbie Robinson. I mean, that is a show for a future. I mean, can you imagine the carnage?
It would probably be on mute the whole time.
Yeah. Oh, do you know what? Funny you should say that. I know you want to look at the goodie bag. We will. One of my favourite shows that I've ever done on this channel was when you, me, and Debbie Fisher joined up together for a
cartload.
Was that a cartload?
It was a cartload. Yeah.
That was so much fun.
That was a lot of fun, wasn't it?
Yeah. Because we had we used the sofa area over there, and whoever was in that seat ended up reading the comments. And then we had the presenter, well, because it was cartload, so we had the two other people presenting the deals, and it was a bit like musical chairs. We just kept swapping around the whole show. It was so much fun.
It was a lot of fun.
Yeah. So yes, let's try and do that. Me, Craig, and Debbie Robinson. That would be brilliant. Now I know we've obviously been concentrating a lot on the Oh Holy Night collection, but if you shop the Monday Makers show, you will find some fantastic deals, and you will find 4 Monday mega deals. The most popular of the lot is the Sarah Signature goodie bag. We had a sneaky peek of this with Sarah a little bit earlier on, but can we just have another little look through with you now, Craig? Because I know it's a great deal.
Of course we can, absolutely. It's a really good deal, £25 or $35. You're going to get this delicate lace edge, edgeable.
Just before you start, I've got the result. Which means we can do demo of the day whilst you're showing us the bag. Grace says on the socials, it's a clear winner.
Okay. Number 1.
1. Yep.
Shocked. Shocked. Not really.
No.
Right, I'll just wing this away. I'll tell you what.
Yeah, ready?
Are you ready?
3,
2,
1.
3.
Close one. Good throw, mate.
Good one, eh?
Yeah. So, demo of the day. 1. Sarah's amazing project that she did on Wake Up Call this morning. Craig. That's 1. For me, it's going to be between 2 and 3 because, well, this is a lovely card. I mean, this is a fabulous card, but I think a lot of people will be voting for that because that is the Sarah/Heather inspired card. Because Sarah obviously created the dome with the glossy highlights, but then Heather suggested popping some sprinkles in there as well, so that's why you've got that glittery effect. So that's 2 or 3. Is that what Heather said? Heather just said she has this suspicion I've got, she has Sarah and I are going to lose demo. You never know that.
Not at all, not at all. All incredible demonstrations, but that one with Sarah and Heather, that is an absolutely beautiful demonstration. So, you know, and even I can say, you just never know. You know, it could be and quite possibly will be number 2.
Yep. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. Get your vote in on that. We'll announce the result in about 2 minutes. Craig, what's in Sarah's goodie bag?
Rightio, delicate lace, edgeable die. So you've got 3 metal dies there, so you've got the different edges when it comes to that one. So you've got the 3 of them. Then from your Enchanted Dreams, it is Enchanted Dreams. I was waiting to say Enchanted Kingdom there. That's a really old collection. Don't know why that came into my head. 5 dies there, so 5 incredible dies. That's in there. Then you've got your stamp and die. This is from your Country Lane. 14 elements within that one there. The stamps, the dies, you've got the perennials. Then we're going to be giving you Wedding Invitation. So you've got your 1 die from that one there. We're then going to be giving you, I loved these Laird rose dies. These were so much fun. Actually, it makes me want to bring these ones out again. So that's in there. And then we're also giving you, gosh, 10 metal charms as well from Dancing Dragonflies. So all of that are coming your way, £25 or $35 with a platinum price of £20 or $28.
Incredible. You can get that right now. If you hit the Shop the Day, Shop the Show page, that goodie bag is there for you. And there's the 4 other Monday mega deals for you too. Just whilst we wait for the result to come in, tomorrow is going to be another amazing day. I think you will know by now, you've probably seen the trails that we've been running, telling you that tomorrow is the official start of our Crafters TV anniversary. 4 years. I mean, 4 years of this little channel.
I know, it's scary, isn't it?
Hasn't it grown in leaps and bounds over that time? It's been absolutely incredible. So we're celebrating that with you from tomorrow through until Sunday. So tomorrow, we've got a launch. I won't spoil what it is. I think a few of you may have a... Am I saying that, Nicola, or... Yeah, okay. So the launch tomorrow, in the words of Nicola, the launch tomorrow rhymes with Schmadvent Schmalinder. What could it be? No, I don't know. Schmadvent Schmalinder, what could it be? No, don't know. So that launch, whatever it might be, plus we've got a whole host of great deals for you as well. If you love goodie bags, you'll need to be with us because we've got a launch day, we've got a launch party, and of course, the alarm bell should start ringing when you know that Sarah's going to be here for Wake Up Call tomorrow. So she's here. We'll be bringing you all of those deals ahead of the launch day, ahead of the launch party. I'm still laughing at Schmadvent Schmalinder. So get in nice and early to pick up all of those deals. And actually, I'll tell you, we've got free gifts. We've got double points. We've got opportunities for you to win money to spend with us here at Crafters Companion. And we're giving away so many great deals. Listen, demo of the day. There's been so many votes, says Grace.
Wow.
She said, this is Grace. She says, there is so many votes. I don't think I've seen this many people voting in ages, but what did they vote for? Oof, and they dropped it. 3.
Oh!
Yes.
Do you know what it is, though? It's a little bit bittersweet as well, because, and I remember Debbie Robinson feels like this as well. It's great, this demo of the day. I really wanted to take it home. So, but you know what? I really appreciate it. But honestly, to Sarah and Heather, that middle demonstration, that idea with the glossy highlights and the snow and that as well, that's a worthy winner.
Craig, thank you so much. You're back when?
So I'm off on holiday now. Well, no. I've got 2 days I'm at home and got some photo shoots and that, and then I'm going to be back next Monday. With you?
No. Yes, no, I'm not here next Monday. No, I'm off. No. I'm on holiday.
Well, I'm back next Monday.
Well, I'll see you soon. Hashtag slacker. Listen, we've got to go. We're out of time. Don't forget, we've got a limited stock still of the Showstopper available for you. So please do jump in and grab that. And join us tomorrow for the launch. What can it be? Schmadvent Schmalinder.
Toodles.